The chair, a common household item. People use these every day because, well,
I'm only human. I can't stand up forever.
Back in 3000 BC, the earliest forms of chairs had appeared in Egyptian tombs and Greek art. The early form of a chair could be dated back to a sculpture that was made in 3000 BC, which is now in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Now you would assume the earliest form of chair would be something of the likes of a throne fit for a king of some sorts, but no, oddly enough, it was a folding chair. No, not that kind of fold-out chair. Something a little more like a fold-out stool.
A chair and a stool are two very different things.
But you have to remember, chairs were around before that one. This is just the earliest recorded in chairs history. If I had to assume, the earliest chair in history was probably just a stump and nothing more. But how would I know? I'm just a 19-year-old from Texas. It's December and I can still wear short sleeves. The structure of the chair is often overlooked. Take a look at this chair, for example. Well, you would imagine the chair could just be 4 legs and a base, but that wouldn't be structurally sound, now would it? If that were the case, when sitting down, the chair would just collapse. That's why, for example, this chair has wooden boards holding the legs together, making it structurally sound. But you must remember, chairs come in all different shapes and sizes. Office chairs still don't make any sense to me. Like, 1, how are they held up by just a pole in the middle? And 2, these bad boys have functions. They can roll. Not only that, but they can raise and lower. How cool is that? Like, look, forget this garbage chair, while this one has a lever that pushes a piston into a cylinder, allowing the chair to go up. Enough of office chairs already. Let's see what other chair variations we can talk about. Now we get to my personal favorite, the couch. A couch is typically a comfort chair that is shared by 1 or more participants. The couch is most commonly found in both living rooms and/or game rooms. While office chairs tend to be for more tactical uses, couches are typically used for recreation. For example, let's take a look at this group of friends. They are partaking in what is commonly referred to gaming. Because of such close proximity to one another, it makes for a slightly more intimate experience. It may be used for recreation, but don't let that fool you. Some couches are slightly more functional than the rest. Take a look at this one, for example. This one not only has a storage compartment, but it's also a bed. Now, I know there's a bed in this couch. I'm not sure how I get it out.
There's handles.
Astonishing. Some chairs, like the couch, are meant for indoor use, but some chairs can be found in the wild, like this one, for example, the park bench. The park bench was designed by French architect, I'm not even gonna attempt his name. In the 1850s, the park bench is designed to give a spot for relaxation while out enjoying nice weather in the park. These are typically placed in public locations to give more an inviting feel to the outdoor enjoyers. When looking at a typical park bench, they are normally made out of metal or wood, or both, to withstand the harsh conditions of the nature around them. These give off a very uncomfortable vibe, and, well, when sitting on it, you get the same uncomfortable vibe.
Not that comfortable.
Park benches are typically nothing to write home about, but they are a better alternative to sitting on the ground. Next we have the stool. The chair and the stool are two very, very, very different things. While at first glance it seems they serve the same service, but at least chairs have some amount of comfort to them, while stools are simply just uncomfortable. Stools typically are just legs and a base, nowhere to rest your back. Stools are typically meant to save space. For example, bar stools are simply too high off the ground to be a normal chair. Overall, just avoid stools at all costs if you have the option. They're extremely uncomfortable, but they do save space.
As a gamer, the art of the chair is very important to me. I must need maximum comfort for maximum enjoyment of gaming. Now, here's the real question. Out of all the chairs I mentioned, what is the best chair to game in? Well, the real answer is none of them. If you really enjoy chairs as much as I do, you know a recliner is the best chair. But out of the ones I talked about, go with the office chair. If you got one like this one, you'll get quite the nice experience.